Happy Thanksgiving to you. I was just sitting here thinking, and the Lord dropped into my spirit. The thought here is that on Thanksgiving we get so caught up in thanking God for stuff, as if stuff that we can point to is the only thing that we need to be grateful for. We want to point at our kids. We want to point at our house. We want to point at our jobs and our titles and our cars and all of our other material possessions as if that's the only thing to give thanks for. Well, God dropped into my spirit this morning that we need to thank God for the comeback spirit. If you would think of all the things and trials and tribulations that you've been through that people have succumbed to, and they went through less than you. They went through what you went through, but they were never able to get back. They were never able to stick their head back up. They were never able to take the punch, take the blow, suffer moments in jest. But you've been through all of that and you kept coming back. If we're going to do what Paul wrote to the church of in First Thessalonians, I don't know why that's such a hard word to me. Thessalonica. Okay, sorry about that. In First Thessalonians 5, verse 18, Paul said, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you." So sometimes you got to be thankful for the times that you took the fall, that you took the punch, that you suffered the blow, that you were pulled down, that you were shot down, the times that you fell and messed things up. In everything, give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. The psalmist, actually, it's included in the wisdom literature of the Bible in Proverbs 24, verse 16. It says, "For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again." Your ability to come back is something that you need to be grateful for. People have suffered less than you and never made another attempt at life. They're living under a bridge. They turn to drugs. They turn to liquor. They turn to even harder things, or they just took their lives. For a just man falls 7 times and rises up again. That doesn't mean that you fall 7 times and you count it. It's a figurative thing. It's symbolic. So you're gonna have some falls in life. But I like the words from Micah 7, verse 8. It says, "Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy." Don't you throw a party. Don't y'all celebrate. Don't y'all have the day party, because God's going to do it for me. Rejoice not against me, my old mine enemy. You thought I was taken down, and I was down, but I decided to get up. It says this, "For when I fall, I shall arise. And when I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me." Even my time in darkness, even my time when sorrow has me, even my time when I'm laying flat on the mat, God's made the decision to be a light for me. You need to be grateful that you have the comeback spirit. People who have gone through less than you have already given up the ghost, and they're in someone's cemetery because they took a gun, they took a knife, they drank themselves to death, and they've gone through less than you. Paul wrote to the church at Ephesus, so much easier to say than the church of Thessalonica, to me. It says this in Ephesians 6, verses 13 through 14. It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day." That's the day we're living in. "And having done all to stand," verse 14, Ephesians 6, verse 14, "stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness." Sometimes, having done all to stand, just stand. Your ability, I heard Kojic presiding Bishop Emeritus, Bishop Charles Edward Blake once say, all you have to do is to get up one time more than you've been knocked down, and you're safely back on your feet. So if they knock you down 7 times, make it your business to get up 8. And then Bishop Blake said this great truth. He said, wear them out knocking you down. I felt that one. You better be thankful for the comeback spirit that God gave you. James 1, verses 2 and 3. It says this, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers. Divers means of all sorts, of all kinds, of all colors, divers temptations, that there's not just one. When you fall into, and temptation has you firmly in its grip, it says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Well, that word patience in the Greek is the word hupomone, and it means constancy, it means resilience, it means steadfastness. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith, that thing that you thought was going to take you under, is the very thing that's building the qualities that are inside of you to take you over. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. You had to have some falls. You had to have some takedowns. You had to suffer from some setbacks. But that setback was just your prelude to a comeback. On today, while we're thanking God for our shoes, our clothes, our children, my husband, my wife, my car, and the family dog and fish, make sure you thank God for giving you that comeback spirit. Have a great day.